Every empire falls, that's certain. No matter their might, Rome, Ottomans, and Britain all collapsed under their own weight, like a body obese with fat, straining its heart until organs fail. Now is the American empire crumbling before our eyes. Just this week, a bombshell hit X. A call to leave NATO and the UN gained traction, with Elon Musk agreeing, "I agree." Could this trigger a domino effect, bringing America crashing down? We're well underway. Let's dive into 3 symptoms proving the U.S. is rotting from within, losing its grip, and teetering on collapse. Like, comment, and subscribe. Your empire might depend on it. Rome, unstoppable at its peak, shaping the world with law, art, and conquest. But it fell, not in a day, but by 1,000 cuts. Obese with slaves, taxes, and corruption. Its heart stained, organs failing. Elites feasted on peacock tongue and honey-soaked dormice in lavish estates, while the poor starved in crumbling tenements, battling fire, disease, and taxes they couldn't pay. The wealthy dodged taxes through bribery, but peasants faced slavery if they couldn't comply. Resentment boiled into riots, famines, and uprisings. Sound familiar? America's $36 trillion debt, more than its $27 trillion economy, bloats us like excess fat, crushing the middle class, straining our economic heart. Homelessness soars 12% yearly, wages stagnate, and a pack of meat costs $16.47. How are we supposed to feed our families like this, Americans ask. Just last month, the ECB's payment system crashed on February 28th, stalling trillions, and U.S. banks hoard €304 billion in bonds while lending just €141 billion, preparing for a crash like Rome's final gasping collapse. With protests raging over Gaza's genocide, funded by billions of our tax dollars, America's social fabric tears. Each radical decision, like tariffs or NATO exits, pushes us closer to the end, risking a heart attack for our empire. The Ottomans, 600 years of rule, spanning 3 continents, a hub of culture and science. But they fell when soft power, persuasion, not force, faded, bloated by corrupt satraps and nationalist revolts. Under Cyrus the Great, Persia thrived with benevolence, but the Ottomans lost their grip as Greeks rebelled in 1821. People stopped believing in the empire's moral high ground. The glue that held it together dissolved. America's soft power shone after World War II. Hollywood, pop culture, the shining city on a hill. But the mask is off. Funding Gaza's genocide with billions shatters our moral authority, while allies question democracy as trust erodes. Abroad, the U.S. has toppled democracies, weaponized the dollar, and committed human rights violations. Credibility's gone. Now, Saudi Arabia trades oil in yuan, not dollars. De-dollarization hits like the Ottomans' loss of influence. A call on X to leave NATO and the UN with high-profile agreement erodes trust, pushing Europe to BRICS. The American dream's a fantasy. People skip meals, can't afford $1,800 apartments, and murder healthcare CEOs in rage. When soft power fails, empires panic, and America's thrashing. The USSR rejected imperialism but acted like an empire. 5 million soldiers, proxy wars, and a $50 billion Afghan quagmire drained its economy, morale, and power. People got fed up, and the hammer and sickle fell in 1991. America's hard power, 700-plus bases, $1 trillion in wars, more military spending than the next 10 nations combined, drives profits for the elite, not people. Iraq's oil, Afghanistan's rare earth, Vietnam's defense contracts. War's America's biggest business. But Trump's March 4 tariffs, 25% on Canada and Mexico, 10% on China, spark market fear, and allies turn resentful, mirroring 1929's Smoot-Hawley disaster. A call on X to exit NATO and the UN could trigger a domino effect, weakening our military grip, leaving Europe to BRICS, Saudi Arabia's yuan trades, and a multipolar world. Gold surges as silver lags. The ratio hits 91.76 and climbs, signaling panic like Rome's fall to barbarians. Banks hoard bonds, the ECB crashes, and our 3 quadrillion derivatives bubble teeters. There's a 70% chance of a financial crisis by Q3 2025, unless we wake up. The empire won't fall to an enemy's army. It'll collapse under its own arrogance, debt, and radical decisions, pushing us closer to the end, like a heart failing under too much fat. What happens when this empire collapses, when the columns start buckling, when the heart gives out under too much weight? Are we in the early stages of America's fall right now in 2025? A call to leave NATO and the UN, Saudi Arabia's dollar ditch, and a gold-silver ratio screaming crisis. Are these the dominoes falling? Is America's empire already gone? Like, comment, and subscribe for more via the link below to keep these stories alive. The fall is coming. Will you see it?